KHOU 11 Morning News starts now. Good morning, Houston, and happy first day of summer. It's already been feeling like it for a few weeks, but this is the first official day, people. I'm Stephanie Simmons here with Ron Trevino, Jennifer Reyna, and Cheetah Craft.
Yeah, first day of summer, so that makes you feel better that it's so hot?
I guess so. It gives it justice.
It gives it justice.
It gives it justice.
Some affirmation, if you will.
Affirmation.
All right,
It
all right,
matches
Cheetah.
the calendar.
Let's get to Cheetah. Now, what's this tropical storm doing?
Well, it's still providing even a few showers here locally, and it's also providing some really gusty winds along all of our coastal areas. So live look at the radar. I zoom in now to Matagorda County, portions of Brazoria County, and here are the spotty showers that you're waking up to this morning. Overall, most of you are waking up dry, but towards the coastal areas, even this morning, you could see just a few spotty showers out there. Now, live look outside. I'm going to show you from Hotel Zaza over Herman Park towards the Med Center. I love this shot in the morning. Notice how visibility is not a problem. Roadways are still damp, but there's no current rain. Now I'll take you out into Galveston. Watch these palm trees. I know it's early this morning, but you can see this live image. They're almost sideways. That's because we have sustained winds around 20 to 30 miles per hour. Gusts right now around 35. Wave height around 2 to 4 feet in Galveston, reaching high tide. So again, coastal areas, we really need to watch carefully, cautiously early this morning. Otherwise, what I'm expecting inland scattered showers through lunchtime today, and then even an isolated thunderstorm possible as we head into the afternoon. Temperature wise, maybe barely reaching towards 90 degrees with some peaks of that sunshine here and there. Jen, we do trend drier, so our first day of summer is going to lead us into summertime heat for the weekend. More on that in a little bit.
All right, we look forward to hearing the details, Cheetah. Thanks a lot. If you remember this time yesterday morning, traffic was very light and it remained super easy throughout the morning. This morning, we will start to see those regular delays as people head back to work, sort of finish out the work week around 5:56 a.m. So you've got about 45 minutes to an hour to see traffic change. Now here on the South Loop, we have yellow conditions on our map. You can just ignore that. False sensors looking pretty good down there. I'll show you a live picture here in just a sec. We'll start here on 288 at Airport. Nice and easy as you make your way toward the Med Center. Same for 69 at Riverbrook. As you can see, waking up in Greatwood or coming in from Sugarland, Rosenberg, Fort Bend. No problems at all. Overall, I know those driving conditions will be quite easy as roads are drying up just a bit. And here's the 610 West Loop at BeachNet. So that's why I said ignore the yellow on the map, because I know for sure, as I've checked the cameras in that area, that we have no problems. Looking ahead to the weekend, we've got a Copa America game at NRG Park, Mexico versus Jamaica. Saturday night, you can expect more traffic approaching the 7:30 hour at NRG. Over to you.
I want to go to that game. All right, thank you so much, Jen. Right now, of course, we're following the impact of Alberto. This was a struggle for people at Jamaica Beach yesterday, where plenty of drivers tried to navigate through high water thanks to the storm surge. Officials had blocked off some streets that are too dangerous to drive through.
Now to Surfside in Brazoria County, where people there had to deal with flooding from the storm surge. Our crews saw at least one abandoned car left in the high water, and the rough surf is also churning up a lot of sea foam there. And here's a look at the road report from Drive, Texas. There are several reported spots of flooding and even some road closures further down the coast near Corpus Christi.
And this is a live look down south from Port Aransas. This is the view from the Sandpiper condominiums. There's still some active weather in and around that area. Matt Doherty has an update from down the coast.
We're here in Corpus Christi this morning, one of the many spots along the Texas Gulf Coast under a tornado watch today. Tropical Storm Alberto showed up yesterday morning, bringing strong winds, rough waves, and lots of rain to counties on the coastline. Tornado warnings were extended over and over again in Aransas County as the storm brought flooding rains to Rockport, Fulton, and Mustang Island. On the beaches of Port Aransas, visitors returned once the rain subsided. Surfers came too, taking advantage of the unusually high waves.
Man, that just looks so dangerous, but the surfers know what they're doing out in that kind
Or
of
do
water.
they?
Yeah,
do they?
yeah, well, you hope.
Yeah.
All right, closer to home, Galveston is always a major area of concern during hurricane season.
Our Devon Raming is there along the seawall. Devon, what's it looking like right now?
Well, good morning, Ron and Stephanie. You know, the big story out here right now at this hour is the wind factor. I know that Cheetah mentioned earlier in the newscast that there are some spotty showers throughout the area. And, you know, we did see a few spotty showers on our drive here to the seawall from the Galleria area. But once we got here to Galveston, things have been pretty dry. Again, it's just the wind. And we've got our handy wind gauge on hand here this morning that we've been monitoring. And I don't know if you can see that here, but it is about 23.9, those gusts that we're seeing here in this area. So it's a very windy situation out here. And as you can see behind me, just off the seawall here, just how strong those winds are as they push those waves into the shore. I mean, there is no beach here right now because of how high the tide is right now. It's basically covering the sand area, and some of that foam from the waves here are pushing into the grassy area here along the seawall, just to give you an idea of how strong those winds are and how fast this tide is moving in. But again, it's going to be a more so of a wait and see game to see what day 2 of Tropical Storm Alberto is going to bring to the southeast Texas coast here as that storm continues to push inland to our south. Of course, we're going to be out here all morning and all afternoon monitoring conditions, and we will bring you the latest from right here on Galveston Island as things continue to develop. For now, live in Galveston Island, Devon Rahming, KHOU 11 News.
All right, Devon with the update from Galveston. Thank you. And right now we are also keeping an eye on the power grid this morning. Thankfully, we're only seeing a limited number of outages this morning. We, of course, will continue to keep an eye on this and let you know if anything changes.
And we're tracking any flight changes at Houston Airport. So far, according to FlightAware's misery map, 20 flights have been delayed and 3 have been canceled within the past 4 hours. Of course, we're going to let you know if those numbers change. And good news in Galveston, the ferry is back in service. The weather had suspended services for a couple of hours yesterday. You can get the latest weather information by scanning the QR code right there on your screen. Then once you turn on notifications, you can get alerts if any severe weather is heading your way.
All right.